Hello again. Today, you've come upon a rare occasion of mine. What to do when you found yourself in the cockpit of a military fighter plane. Well, first things first, you're going to want to take off. Now, this may seem like a no-brainer, but this is easier said than done. First thing you're going to want to do is turn on the battery, which is then soon followed by turning on the APU. Nice and simple. After letting the APU start running, you're going to want to turn on the engines. The next step is to turn off the parking brake and taxi yourself down the runway to borrow your new fighter jet. This brings me to step 2. Step 2 is to take off and immediately evade all ground defenses. Now to do this, you're going to want to stay under the radar, which means flying low. The lower you get, the better. Then what you're going to have to do is evade any flying targets and attempt to escape with your new plane. Which leads me to step 3. Step 3 is to survive the jets that will now be hunting you down. And for now, we will assume that you do not know how to dogfight, so evasion is now the priority. When you hear a missile fire, you're going to turn the opposite direction of it and try to outrun it. If this fails and a missile gets close, you're going to have to attempt to dodge by abruptly changing directions and using flares which are found on the throttle level. If all else fails, you're going to move to step 4. Step 4 is even simpler. You're going to have to fight your way out of this scenario you have just put yourself in. This involves having to use the weapon system that is conveniently placed at your disposal. The first thing you're going to have to do is turn on your master arm. This is found on the left side beneath the display. At our disposal, we have the Vulcan and some heat-seeking missiles. Our first goal is to use the missiles and switch the gun if needed for close range. Now, your advantage is staying behind the person trying to attack you. Do this by any means necessary, as this puts them in the defensive position, and assuming all goes well, you will use your small amount of arms to take down the enemy fighter, which leads to step 5. Step 5 involves taking your newly achieved fighter jet and escaping and getting as far away as possible. Now, realistically, you're always going to be followed, but hey, that's what we have step 4 for. And you're going to take this plane that you've had your fun with and go land it at the airfield of choice. With the success of our mission ends today's video. If you liked it, feel free to stick around, as this really does help out my channel and become relevant. And remember, wear your seatbelt.
Is this about to be a war crime?